Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Dukes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this...
Nothing but green ahead. At the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll return it. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Dukes. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
The Bears have their offense in high gear. Running back goes in motion. To the air on first down. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. This offense has a second down play. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the air, it's Flanagan. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Bears want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try it over the left side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the run. Ran through the contact. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Baylor 14, James Madison 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. Quick toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Dukes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. And the Bears want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. They're bringing heat. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up. The offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Bears are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on second down. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Fires into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Going up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Duke's in the hurry-up.
As a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because start to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll just keep slinging it. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds his back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
14.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds his big tight end.
Hey, how they freeze you. I hate how they freeze you, man. I hate how they freeze you. I had it. I knew exactly the play.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, They got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
I switched to a guy and they make him.
Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The aerial assault continues. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Dukes are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, looking to throw.
What am I supposed to do, bro? Literally, what am I supposed to do? It's a safety on the team. Here we go.
So thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bears are in the hurry up. To the air, it's Flanagan. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Knocked down for the tackle.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can...
Touchdown, Baylor! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35. James Madison, 28.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
Really now?
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give him a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
Got a man. It's Latu. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Feeling some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Bears get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
After run, now throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll fire to his right. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
Yeah, but you can guard behind.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. Got a man in the middle.
I love this. I am literally switching over, and they are not even.
Understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought in at the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Dukes have this offense rolling. It's a draw. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, James Madison. They move on top here in the fourth. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
The pitch. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Throws into the middle of the field. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.